move into my next one, and I know that you're gonna hate this. Listeners might hate it too, but Dustin's really gonna hate this because you're a big fan of DeAndre Swift. You have been historically. I've been the naysayer for DeAndre Swift, and in a lot of ways, I've been proven wrong though about DeAndre Swift up until this point. My thought with Jamal Williams was not that Jamal Williams was going to score 17 touchdowns, but that he was going to eat into DeAndre Swift's share too much for him to be really usable. And I thought part of that would be the target share as well. The year before last, DeAndre Swift saw, I think, like 79 targets, something like that. I said, there's no way he's going to get that again because Jamal Williams is there. It's not because of Jamal Williams. He got 70 targets. It's just because he didn't play the full season. So that part still bore out. Here's my concern with Swift and why he's not dead to me in the fact that he has no fantasy value. He is dead to me in the fact that he will not be rostered by me in Dynasty, nor probably in redraft, unless his ADP is extremely low come August. And we're talking like end of the 6th round at best. Anything beyond that, there's no chance I'm touching him because Swift isn't going to be allowed, it doesn't seem to me, to get healthy. And they also won't use him like a workhorse. He's stuck in this limbo of you're going to be the PPR guy. I'm just going to throw Danny Woodhead's name out there again because he's a fun reference point. But he also has to compete now against David Montgomery. If they had kept Jamal Williams, I'd be higher on DeAndre Swift this year because that would say to me, well, yeah, I mean, look what he did last year, right? He's a big locker room guy. They just want to keep him because he's great for the team from that perspective. They said, no, we want an upgrade basically over Jamal Williams. We're going to bring in David Montgomery. We're going to give him a little bit more money. This is a guy who had 4 straight seasons with at least 200 rush attempts and 3 straight seasons with at least 40 targets and 300 receiving yards. Like those are really big, respectable numbers in Chicago. Jamal Williams didn't ever come close to that. He had 1 season with more than 160 rush attempts. That was just last year, by the way. He also doubled his career average last year, which was kind of crazy. And he's never hit 300 receiving yards. Montgomery is a bigger threat to Swift's workload in general, but also his receiving workload. And so I'm going to stick with the narrative from last year that wasn't technically correct, but felt right. And I think that that's really going to be the case. And, the fact that Swift had a career low 147 touches last year, despite playing more games than he ever has before, like I don't bode well for this dude. So I'm pretty much off of him.
I will say I've cooled a little bit on him. I still think he can be an RB1, but like a low end RB1. I don't see that like top 5 upside that, we were hoping for. And I was hoping for the past couple seasons. So I still think he has that potential because the talent is there. But yeah, I agree with you, Jake, that it's going to be a tough call to do it with the signing of Montgomery because he is a very capable back in his own right.